Hi guys, today is Monday, December 21st, and futures are pointing to a lower open as a new COVID strain that's going on in the UK right now is threatening the markets, and people are worried that this is going to be a COVID strain that is not handled by the new vaccines. And this new COVID strain seems like is spreading 70% faster than the old one. So, but the doctors came out and said that the new vaccine should handle this new COVID strain and should be okay. But still, people are worried, and we were overstretched as it is, and just chips off the table at this point, and. As a separate note, $900 billion stimulus bill is looks like is approved and set to be voted for, and that's good news. And Joe Biden is going to be vaccinated today to show the Americans that the vaccination is safe. But we'll see what happens. I actually think that this could be used as buying opportunity because I think the stocks will still run up till the end of the year, and this big drop in the futures and big drop at the open could be used as a buying opportunity. Okay, so let's jump to SPY, S&P ETF for S&P 500, and I mean SPY is lower obviously, and but it doesn't indicate anything to me that it's gonna change the direction, at least not for now. Okay, so if this new COVID strain will not be handled by a new vaccine, there's going to be some trouble ahead. But so far, I don't see any big warning signs because the doctor said that it should be okay. So I believe them. Okay, so let's jump to stocks. And before we do that, if you want to see my trades on pretty much everyday basis, you can check out the link to my Patreon club in the description. Okay, so let's start with Tesla. So Tesla shares are lower today, and it jumped like 3.5% on Friday ahead of Tesla inclusion into S&P 500, and stock will be added to the index based on Friday closing price, which was extremely high, $695. Wow, that's unbelievable. But I think the Tesla shares were artificially pumped, and I think it will moderate a little bit. I mean, at least I think. I would wait for low 600s to start getting interested in Tesla because usually the stocks that added to S&P 500 underperform, and usually actually stocks that remove from S&P 500 overperform over the next 6 months. So that's just the statistics. Okay, so Moderna. Okay, so Moderna shares were falling for several days actually, and it's falling today because everything is falling. But um, it was reported that FDA advising panel approved their vaccine on Friday, and actually over the weekend FDA approved the Moderna vaccine, and they will start shipping actually today, I believe, this vaccine. And in general, Moderna is just too high. I think it should come down a little bit, in my opinion, before anybody could buy it. So I would wait for Moderna to drop to at least like 120 before I become interested if I'm a new shareholder. Okay, FDX. Okay, so FDX FedEx reported earnings, actually reported very good earnings, beat on top and bottom, but still fell more than 6% on Friday as the company failed to give guidance for the upcoming quarter. But I thought the earnings were fine. I thought they were very good actually, and I actually would be buying FedEx on this weakness, especially that is down like $5-6 pre-market. I would be grabbing FedEx actually with both hands at this point. Okay, KSS. Kohl's and Macy's, both stocks rose after Jeffries upgraded both of them to buy on Friday, and analysts liked Kohl's attractive cash flow yield and buyback program, and Macy's they said will do better than many estimates and many analysts expect, but I don't know. I mean, Kohl's looking just too high to me to buy. I would wait for Kohl's to come down before I buy it. Macy's, same thing. I mean, also, it's not as high as Kohl's, but I don't know if I want to buy and grabbing Macy's on the heels of these news about the new strain of virus. Okay, so I would just wait for those stocks to come down a little bit before I buy it. ABNB. So NVDA jumped 70% after Susquehanna initiated coverage with a positive rating on Friday. But I don't know if I want to buy Airbnb these obscene prices. To me, it's just obscene, and I think I would be buying it lower, much lower, like in low hundreds. But people are very optimistic about Airbnb, and they think it's a play on a recovering economy. But I would wait for the stock to come down as well. Okay. United States Steel. Okay, X. So the stock dropped after management said it expects a loss of 85 cents versus loss of 60 cents expected. However, the company said it expects better demand for rolled steel in 2021. And in general, on the chart, it doesn't look too good. I mean, it looks like it's going to come down more, and I wouldn't touch the stock until then, or short the stock actually. So I would wait for this to come down, as well as Alcoa. Alcoa is also not looking too good on the chart to me, and I think it's going to come down as well. Okay, Palantir, PLTR. So Palantir stock. Fell almost 5% on Friday after Credit Suisse downgraded the company to underperform from neutral due to valuation concerns. I mean, I told you before that the valuation for Palantir is pretty insane, but not as insane as other stocks, but pretty insane. And I think it should come down at least to like under $20 before I become interested in this stock. PLTR. WGO. Winnebago Industries. It's a RV company, and they reported stock rose on Friday after reporting big earnings beat. They reported like $1.69 versus 98 cents per share. Revenue also above estimates. Company cited strong demand for outdoor activities, and I would be buying the stock. I mean, this stock looks good to me. I mean, the fundamentals support it, and the chart also supports it, and it's an interesting buy to me. On the pull, I mean, everything will be pulling back, and this stock is a good buy on this pullback. Okay, Nike. Nike reported excellent earnings. Actually, reported a beat of 16 cents above estimates. Revenue beat as well. Raised its full year sales forecast as pandemic continues to drive demand for outdoor sportswear. I mean, what can you say? Nike excellent earnings, and I mean, I would be buying Nike on the weakness. It's higher pre-market, but if it drops lower, closer to 140, $142, I would be grabbing Nike both hands. Okay, JPM. JP Morgan and other banks actually, they're higher now because JP Morgan actually announced 30 billion stock buyback program after Fed said it would allow banks to restart buybacks in 2021, and it's jumping pre-market. I would like it to buy it if it comes down a little bit, a couple points at least. But in general, that's a good buy. I mean, it's a really good news for banks, and I also expect Bank of America to go higher as well. Okay, and that is just two of my favorite banks. Apple. So Apple shares are lower pre-market and said it will be temporarily closing California stores due to spike in COVID cases in California. Like 80 stores will close. And again, I will be buying Apple on these news, as Apple is firing on all cylinders and will have 30% more sales of iPhone compared to last year and this year. And I would be buying Apple on this weakness. Okay, some of the chip stocks are under pressure, like MU and NVIDIA and Qualcomm. Okay, these stocks are under pressure because on Friday it was reported that Microsoft said it might develop its own version of chips for their cloud data centers, and these it looks like will be less demand for those for the chips of these companies. So shows MU, for example, looks terrible in the chart to me. I mean, it looks like it's going to go down. I mean, it looks like it's the MACD across, it came coming out for overbought, and it's just it looks terrible to me on the chart. And I would say the same thing is for Qualcomm. Actually, it doesn't look good to me. It looks like it's gonna come down. So I would buy puts or wait for the stocks to come down before I buy it. Okay, so because there's gonna be a pullback in those stocks. Okay, and I'll give you one more stock, Key. It's one of my favorite stocks, actually. Key Corp is a regional bank based in Cleveland. It was upgraded today by Wells Fargo to overweight from underweight, and it looks pretty good to me to go higher. So I would be buying the stock in this area, even like 1550 area. I think it's a pretty good buy to me. Okay, that's it, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, click the like button, and I'll see you Thursday.